MBA and for a couple of years. During my MBA, I founded Hasaby LLC, and the reason for that because I was approached actually with a startup and to work with them to build for them visibility study, business case studies, and I thought I can work with them a little bit. So that was the reason for building Hasabi. And this client was in Australia, and then the other client from New Zealand. Then after after I graduated, I went back to Microsoft for a freelancer consultant for a couple of years. And in addition of this, I used to have small clients, working with them, building visibilities studies for them, and how to build their businesses, and keep track about their business, and how they can stand up, and have the right strategy for their businesses. And since then, and that's it.
Oh, can you please repeat? There was like some lags with connections. So after since then, it was just silence, and we didn't hear.
That's it. I mean, uh, the business is not like before of COVID-19. It's not like before. I mean, before COVID-19, it was really good, and my clients. I had a couple of startups globally, and one of them over here in the United States. And but I work, what I like it because my work essentially mostly from home, and I can do conference calls. Where some of the clients I travel to meet them. I had a client last August in California. I met them. I and So it's work slowly now because of COVID-19, but hopefully I'll be able to catch up, again back to track after the COVID is over.
Okay, okay. Thank you for sharing that. So,
Thank you.
well, this club is entrepreneurship and personal development. Probably and hopefully, some of us are planning to start something in the future. And so, for those who do want to do something, can you describe what's like to be an entrepreneur? Maybe something that you daily, maybe some interesting parts of your schedule that are not very common among students. So, could you share that?
Well, there is nothing, honestly, there is nothing special. I mean, what I can say is take everything easy going. Don't think about, oh my gosh, I have a startup. How can I do this? How can I do that? Just take it easy, step by step, one at a time. I always believe, just take, even if it's your task is a small one, go for it. Like, for instance, what I do when it's come, we are startups, we work a lot. What we do, what makes you sometimes make you nervous, you want to do this and that, take just a step by step and see what's your strategy. Keep searching, go through the internet, meet people. Of course we can't meet people right now, but after COVID-19, meet people. Communications, 90% of the business success is communications. When you be able to know how to communicate, it just, I know that we go to school and we study. I understand this. I respect that, but honestly speaking, degree is not everything. My father, rest in peace, he used to be a global sales manager, and he had just a college degree, and that's it. But his communication skills made him, the outstanding salesperson back in the day, that time. And I used to go out with him. I used to go with him to see the way he communicates. So that's my advice to everybody for, as entrepreneur, you know, learn how to communicate. It's personal, interpersonal skills there. how you can, talk to people. Do not look to people if they have an accent. Just ignore that there's an accent. Ignore their background. Look to them as people, humans. Every single person you will meet, you will learn something from them. There is something you will catch from them, even if it's a little tiny thing. They will tell you something you will gain and learn from. So communications, and this is number one. My point is number two. Do your business or your task one at a time, one by one. Don't say, okay, one, it's A, B, C, D. No, no, no. Just one, two, three. Even if this is small, little, tiny task will take from you a couple of days, it's okay. Don't exhaust yourself. Take it easy. And if you feel that, you are exhausted, you are tired, just take a break. Do whatever you like. Go out. When I'm tired, I can't do anything. I like to run. I just wear my sneakers and just go to the lake, start running, and finish my run. Then I go back home. It's just relaxed there. Then I feel more fresh, and I start working again. And don't stay late overnight. That's one of my recommendations, that because night is created to go to sleep. Just go to sleep. Take your time and wake up early morning fresh and start your day. Take things easy and simple. That's the secret of success.
Well, I know at least one thing that probably all the students suffer at some point is the night sleep. Well, I suffer with that a lot, so I should take your advice probably. So, uh, one of the things that I wanted to ask too, and that's interesting right now, we live in the year of a shift when it goes more towards digital. Uh, do you how do like how did the your how did your clients change their requests, their businesses that they start before COVID and after COVID? How did it change? Did what and even if there was a change, what happened?
So the now we have to look to something. Globalization is dying because of COVID-19. There is no more globalization. You can't travel like before. You can't, or let's say, the world will change or is changing because of COVID-19. It's not scary. Don't get scared. I believe that we will be back to track again. Most of the clients, what they do, their thing, it just they give you a call. There is conference call all the time. You don't meet them like before. You don't go out for coffee with them. You don't have dinner or lunch with them or happy hours. It's not like before, and people get frustrated because we are, as a humans, we are social people. It's unlike us to stay home all the time in front of a device, a laptop, a screen there, and over the phone communicate. We like to interact. We like to look to each other, and because your eyes will give you a different answer. The eyes there, the way they people talk, how they will move. It's much better. Of course, because of COVID-19, as I said, people get frustrated and depressed. Some of them depressed. So even their businesses, they are not on track like before. There is so many businesses is not on track. One of my clients, he has a trucking business. It's not like before. He had to cut 50%, of his business because of COVID-19. The other one, one of the other, a friend of mine, who I met in California, he had a big business when it's come to car, selling cars, and it's high end cars. You are talking about Lamborghini, Maserati, Mercedes, all of this type of thing. He simply, he sold his business. He said nobody is coming and buying no cars because people They don't want to spend money. Now, even your business, you are not promoting your business when it comes to prices like before, because people, they don't have money as they used to. But what you can do is, you can't tell them, don't use this. Oh, okay, because of COVID-19, we're gonna cut. No, be more optimistic, saying, I'm giving you a promotion. I'm giving you 10% discount. That will make your business still on track and more confident. And they will keep working with you because you understand. You will give them 10%, or let's say 15% discount. They will stay with you, and you are accommodating your client, hardship a little bit. They need someone, they need a consultant to work with them, yet they can't afford it as they used to. So stay with them. Don't be like, it's either black or white. No, there is always a gray area in the middle. Work with them so they can stay with you. When they see that you are accommodating them, you understand, because you are going through a hardship as well. They are not the only ones who are going through a hardship. They will work with you. They stay together. They're going to stay with you. So, yeah, my clients, sometimes we talk, sometimes they need someone to, sometimes I give them advice what to do, and they don't pay me. I don't just because we are friends. But I know that they are staying with me, and they will, when I build them a new strategy, they will pay me really good. They will take the price which I will promote for them, which I will build them for.
Okay, well, thank you so much for sharing that. But there is one important question. So you made this huge shift in your life when you went from like more standard pathway of finish school, get your degree, find a job, and you just took this huge step into actually going and starting something on your own. And the question that I want to ask you is, how scary was that, or was it even scary? And what are some of the risks that are associated with going on your own, COVID aside, just?
See, I'll tell you something. I am I would say I'm more daring person. I don't get scared that easy. I moved to United States with two children on my shoulders. I raised my children by my own while going to school and work. And I send them to school, and I just raised them by myself over here. Even when you work, in a corporate, you are an entrepreneur, because when you are within a team, a startup team, it's very fresh team there. You have to innovate. You have to create something. Innovation is there. You have the product. What's missing? What's the gap? What can I do? So you need to study the product, you need to study the team you are working with. From there, you start building. So to me, it's the same thing, whether I was working in a corporation or by myself. Both of them is the same thing, no difference, because you have to build something, regardless. So is it scary? I can't tell you no, it's not. No, it's a little bit. Sometimes you will say, okay, what I'm doing, what the hell? But that's the beauty about life. The beauty about life, the challenges, the hardship which you will face. The more challenges you have in life, the more you are determined and innovative. You keep innovation going, and you are smarter than before. You always feel that, I can do this, I can do that. The latest team, when I was at Microsoft, the latest team I worked with, I've noticed there is a gap. There is a gap in communication. There is something it needs to be built in order to connect the team all together and to see the KPI of the product. And that's what I did. I built really beautiful dashboard for them. And I'm an artist. Um, I like to design. I like to, when I see something, I know what's missing there. So don't get scared. We all get scared, and do something to challenge yourself when it's feel that you are scared. Do something that challenge yourself. Let's say I will give you an example. About 6 years ago, I'm a scuba diver. So I decided to scuba dive with the sharks. So I did scuba diving with, it's a lemon sharks. Lemon sharks are beautiful and sweet, but I did it. So sharks, they have a bad reputation because of, Steven Spielberg. They gave, because of Hollywood, they have a bad reputation. Other than that, they are very sweet creatures. They are not scary. So challenge yourself. When you challenge yourself, you'll find yourself, you know, stronger and brave, and you can do it. So it's that simple.
Thank you. Uh, yeah, there are multiple studies on confronting the fear, just never stopping. And I think that it's really valuable that you can say it right now to us so we could be more prepared to what's coming in the future, because it's always scary to look at tomorrow. And the argument that people always make when it comes to take a job or start something you own, they say the job, they say that there is a job safety. You know that you have a job tomorrow. You know you have this wage that you have. And what about the risks of being an entrepreneur? What's if, for example, what some of the risks that maybe that have been surrounding your business? Maybe, for example, the risk of not having clients tomorrow. What's your risk management strategy, and how do you deal with risks surrounding your company?
Uh, well, when it's come to money, you have to save some money aside. And if there's like, I reconnect with my clients. We just, I give them a call, just chit chat, in a friendly way. And I can't say there is no clients, because people, the marketing method number one is, people recommendations. People talk. They like to talk. So when they see there is a nice PowerPoint has been presented, and they will look at it and say, "Oh, this is really nice. Who did that for you? Oh, you know what? There is a very nice, there is a lady. She has a business called Hasaby. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, give me her card or give me her phone number, and they will recommend. They recommend it. They will recommend your business. So even if you will have like a client, he can pay you more than $10,000 to do something, certain things. It's okay. Yeah, sure, I'll do it for you, no problem. You can't have a fixed price for all the clients. So when they say that, when they recommend you and they see you are flexible, they will recommend you to other one and to other one to other one. So I don't think, I never faced something like that, saying that there is no clients. There will be no clients when you are stubborn, when you feel they say, no, this is the way I work, take it or leave it. No, be flexible, be smart, be easygoing. When you are like this, people will come to you. They will come to you. They will knock on your door. And even if you have a list with 10 clients, you you will maybe you will have one or two will respond to you. It's perfect. It's good. The one and two, they will recommend you to other ones. So I never had the risk of no clients. No, I would say okay, maybe 10%, but not more than that.
Okay. Is it the only risk that surrounds the entrepreneurship and your company, or are there any other specific risks that you have to face nowadays?
What you mean as a startup, as a business, or
Yeah,
as a person?
as the business owner. Yeah. So we talked about not having clients, but what are some other risks that you have, if you have any? If you don't, I have another very interesting question for you, actually.
Yeah, there is. I don't have any other It's a startup. It's a small business. I don't have salaries for it's I work by myself, so I don't have to worry about employees to pay them. I don't have to pay let's say I my expenses is within. All I have is my laptop, my phone, and I work based on I work. So it's fine. There is no big risk there.
Okay, and then let's make a kind of a deeper dive into your business. So my question that I'm wondering about, what is the most recent, maybe the most common question that you get from your clients? What's the most common problem that they're facing right now?
As I said at the beginning of our conversation, the problem they are facing right now is COVID-19. They can't I would say implement their strategies as they used to. But my recommendation was for them is just go online, go through social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and reconnect with your clients and try to accommodate their frustration as well in order for you to keep your business going, and to try to always give them discounts in order for them to keep going. Like for instance, if you notice it, retail business, most of them they are closing their businesses. Some of them they survive. The reason for that because they have a promotion for businesses. For example, Nordstrom now they do price match. The price match when you have a product and you can find this product in different websites, different location cheaper, they will match it for you. That's a smart strategy there. They keep their business going. So this is one of the things. So my clients, what that's their fear about COVID-19, and I always tell them, COVID-19 won't stay forever. It's gonna be like the flu. You will live with it. Now they have vaccine. I mean, before we had the vaccine, I told them we're gonna have vaccine, and it's gonna be like the flu. You will take it every year, and you are good to go. Don't be scared. Some people they get scared when they hear the media all the time. I'm not saying there is no COVID. There is COVID. It's dangerous, yes. Just but it's not the end of the world. This is life. It's ups and downs all the time, and that's what they are working on. I mean, yeah, they don't have income and revenue as they used to, but there is money coming. That's what people care about.
Okay, that's an interesting thing. Well, so yeah, and about this, so everybody is talking about the bad stuff that the COVID brought us, and how the businesses are closing, economy shuts down. But what are some of the opportunities that you actually see that are emerging right now?
See, always the weaknesses are opportunities. Meaning, for the businesses which it's closing, they have inventory. They can sell it. They can be in touch with, which I believe some of them did that. They can be in touch with the businesses which is open, and and they sell their inventory, and they are making money. Or they can, let's say, reopen. Let's say they close, and then they can keep reopen and their inventory to promote it for 50% discount, 60% discount, like Saks. Saks, this is what they are doing. It's 50 and 60% discount, and the business is going. Yes, it's slow, but it's going there.
Okay, but when speaking globally, maybe some new industries that are emerging that you see that maybe people tend to go into right now, or just
the,
something.
the emerging thing, it's definitely they have to emerge, and they have to the emerging thing, they most of businesses they do that because of usually when there is a business is going down, and they said like going down the drain, and they are not making money, so they will emerge with a successful one. And there will be a negotiation between the conditions, what they can do about it, and of course they will cut the budget first thing they will do, they will, fire most of their employees. I would say maybe 50 or 60%. This is what they do, and they will emerge with a bigger company. I don't see. I mean, I don't have data about emerge, which specific companies you would talk about, but you can research it and find it there. But I have a general idea based on my experience before.
Okay. Thank you so much for this. And so, one of the questions that's probably I think many people are interested here to find out is, what are there any specific advice that you would love to give to students who are right now at community college, who are dreaming big about maybe becoming an entrepreneur, or just some life advice that would be useful for us to have in our at the beginning
So
of our
yeah,
journey?
yes. So you mentioned that when you have a job, there is job safety. There is nothing called job safety. I'm not putting you down, guys. Don't get frustrated. Always keep in mind that you are still young. You are young. You are the future, and I admire how much you are looking for new opportunities. I mean, what you are doing right now, having this radio, having this is really great, and it's beautiful. And the reason we have entrepreneurship classes in most of the schools now, because there is no job safety. We want to teach you how to start your business. And when you feel that you are building your own business, you can merge. You can, instead, like you have six businesses, seven businesses, one, here and there, make the seven to be like merging all together. Each one of you, I'm sure they are outstanding in a certain field. Like, for instance, when I was a coach for a Shark Tank in my school during my MBA, one of the startups, they built it. One of them, I've noticed the way they work, it was really beautiful. One of them, he's really good in finance, so he is the guy who is building the budget and taking care of the financial sheets. The other one who's really good in building strategy. The third one who can build PowerPoint, and the fourth who he is the presentable person who can talk, and he has this communication skills, which is awesome, outstanding. So each one of you, if you want to start a business, each one of you see what's your strength, and based on each one of you, just build based on the strength you have. Fill the gap of each other. We are, as I said, we are social creatures. We can't work alone. We have to be within a team. In my work, I don't do everything by myself. I have someone who is taking care of the financial, and I pay them. A friend of mine, he is really good in finance, and he's the one who's taking care of this, and I pay him, of course, when he take care of this. So I can't do everything by myself. Who tell you that they can do everything by this? They are lying to you. When you want to start your business, it's within your friends. I'm sure you're all friends. You all know each other. So who's good in finance? Okay, this is one. The other one, communication. The third one is the artistic person. The fourth one is, who can build the strategy and marketing. All of these 4 or 5 people, they can, work together and build the business together. And believe it or not, you will have a great business. Who knows? Maybe it will be $1 billion business one day. And don't go cheap. Do not go cheap when you start your business. And don't go very high in your prices. But don't go cheap. Don't say, oh my gosh, we are still kids. And we're no, no. No, no, you are great. You are doing a great job. And we need you. Don't go cheap. And if you want to do, let's say you have a client who is just always negotiating, the guy in your business who is really good in talking, okay, he will say that as follows: I'm giving you a promotion. This time, only this time, for 10%, just because we are starting the business. That's it. But don't hesitate and say, oh my gosh, we started the business. I don't think we're going to make it. No, you're going to make it. You'll make it. And don't get frustrated.
Okay, thank you.
You're
And
welcome.
just one last question before we go to open questions, before
Mm-hmm.
everybody will have a chance to talk to you and ask their
Yes.
question. How can we access your services if we need them in future? And do you offer any mentorship kind of services for just beginners?
Mentorship, yeah, sure, I can do that, no problem. My website, I have a website you can look at. And I'm myself, I'm paying a marketing, a startup. They are a startup. They are building my marketing campaign. They are doing this for me. So this website, the whatever, all the data there, they are taking care of it. It's Hasaby, Hasaby.com. And my services are there. And that's it. I mean, when it's come to mentorship, yeah, I would love to do that. I would love to. I have no problem with it.
Okay, perfect. So I'll just research your website and put the link for everybody who wants it. And if you're okay with that, can I put your LinkedIn link so if people
Sure.
would like to connect with you? Okay,
Yes,
so
of
while
course.
I'm doing that, uh, anybody who have any questions, please feel free to ask them.
You said that you initially worked at Microsoft and then you kind of had that transition into your own business. What do you think was like your stimulation to move from, like you said, the job stable into taking the risk? What do you see in the future that enabled you to garner the courage to start your own business?
See, I would the working in corporate like Microsoft, it gave me this experience in what the technology sector all about. I give I owe Microsoft the experience I have. Big credit for them. It's an awesome experience, and especially I work with different groups, and each one of them they have their own, strategy and approach when it's come to business. But as I said, it's even when you work in corporate, whether it's Microsoft, it's Facebook, even a small business, you are an entrepreneur there. You need to build. You need to know how to take the product and build it for them. So the shifting, I would say, from a big company to a little tiny startup there, it's a big shift, but I employed my experience with Microsoft within my business.
Thank you.
I have a
Thank
question.
you. Yes.
Oh, what would you say would be since you've been doing a lot of different types of work, what would you say would be an incident that taught you the most? Like, was there ever a time that you learned something that you would say you'd take into your personal life? Or like, for me, I I know I meet different people as I do different clubs and stuff, and then I get to have an experience to learn about what it's like to um, work with different people and stuff. Have you ever had a really important learning experience that taught you a lot?
Oh yeah.
Sorry, that was really long-winded, but
Yeah, no,
I
it's
got to the
okay.
point eventually.
No, don't worry about it. It's my father used to say, when it's come to education, everybody can be educated and earn degrees, but when it's come to knowledge, it's not everybody can be knowledgeable. And knowledge, you get it from life, not from school. And I mean, I moved from Middle East, from Dubai over here to United States with two children, two boys, and that was hard, very hard to be a father and a mother. And but it was challenging, and it's a different culture. You are moving from a country to a different country there, a different culture. But the beauty about it is you learn, and it just build, it just, I would say, shield and enforce your personality in a way that you can take challenges, and you can build yourself. So the personal experience made me very strong. And so any challenging I face in life, I said, oh, it's easy. I can do that. Because based on, the challenges I faced in life and personal level, anything else I face in life, I find it easy to resolve and to move forward.
Wow, that's really incredible. Thank you for answering my question.
Thank you. No, thank you.
So, any more questions? We have 10 more minutes here for the meeting. We just want to respect everybody's time. So, the meeting starts at 3, it will end at 4. But we will do a live on Instagram after this meeting, just talk over what we learned today. So, if you would like to, just follow us on our Instagram, which is EPDC_BC, and just join our live. We'll talk about this meeting, and we'll probably announce the next week's guest and about some ideas that we have too. But for now, guys, feel free to ask your questions. And also I have put, maybe for those who didn't see, I've put the link for Alia's business website into the chat, as well as her LinkedIn account. So feel free to connect. No more questions? Okay.
You can reach out to me, and I will accept your invite on my LinkedIn, and you can send me a message, and I will reply happily. I would love to work with you guys and help you out. You are doing a great job. I can see how much you are motivated and excited to start your own businesses. And best of luck. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Well,
Thank you.
thank you so much, Alia.
Thank
Thank you so much for agreeing to come to us today. It was
Oh,
really
my
wonderful
pleasure.
experience.
My pleasure.
We would love to stay in touch with you if you have any questions or who would need your help.
Thank you. Yeah, please do. I will accept your invites, and just reach out, send me a message, and if I'm late a little bit, it's okay because I'm busy these days, but I will reply. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so thank you so much, guys. Again, so Alia's LinkedIn is in the chat, as well as her company's website. Feel free to reach out. Feel free to connect, and we'll call it a day. So thank you everybody for coming today, and thank you so much, Alia, for being with us. Thank you so much for finding time to meet with us. And
Thank you.
everybody who wants to join us on Instagram will start very soon. Okay.
Thank you, guys. Thanks.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.